Y'all, if you are somebody who zones out often, who daydreams often, maybe you're at your job, maybe you're at school, and you find yourself just so uninterested and like dissatisfied in the topic you're currently studying or the subject you're on or the work you're doing, that is a sign. Y'all gotta listen up. Listen up internally. Listen to what your heart is telling you, because if that is a constant thing, you are in the wrong place, my friend. Because let me tell you, I've been working, this is my first week of work. I just got off of unemployment for 2 years. Like, I was unemployed for 2 years. I ran the traditional path, school. I worked an office job, then I like did not like it at all. I quit for 2 years. I tried to chase my dreams, but like not really at the same time. Like, I half-assed it. And I chose to go back to work so I can create the reality that I want to create. And I find myself slipping back into old habits and just zoning out completely. And then whenever you're in a space of zoning out, you're gonna suffer because you're doing something you don't want to do. And I want y'all to listen up, because this is a crucial thing that I am almost falling back into. I'm realizing my old mistakes. So whenever I worked my old office job, this was back in 2023 to 2024, I I would zone out all day at work. I was just so disinterested in the work I was doing. I got a degree that I didn't really care about, and so on. And so what I would do is I would wait for the day to end. I would wait for the day to end, and then I could start my day, like my work day to end. I'd be like, okay, once I'm out of work, then I can enjoy myself. And so I would zone out while I was in work because I was just ready to leave. And y'all, if you are doing this, this is the biggest mistake, because when you're zoning out constantly, you're not present. And when you're not present, you're suffering because you're waiting for the future, basically. Or you're living in the past. You might be like working right now and you're like, man, it was so easy when I was in school. Like, I had more free time, more flexibility. Now I'm working 8 hours a day, and it takes an hour to get ready. I gotta commute, I gotta make food, I gotta make dinner, I gotta do my chores and grocery shop. And like, if you're single, you're like, how the hell am I gonna date? Like, what is dating culture like even in this day and age for the young gen? And it's like all complicated. And by the time you kind of get home and you've done all your responsibilities, you're like, damn, I got like an hour or two left. And so if that's the life you want to live, hey, you do you, fam. Like, if that's not bottling up, pent up anger, frustration, because that's low key dangerous. Don't go out in the world with all of that up in you. Find your outlet to release that. Maybe you can enjoy your lifestyle. Maybe you enjoy your office job. Maybe you do yoga or something a little bit and release type shit. But like, if you're a dreamer, you're zoning out because you think there's a better life that you could be living. Like, y'all, listen up, lock in. So you gotta understand, like, yes, if you're in a place that you don't want to be in, but it's like you need to be there for now, then you gotta accept that type of thing. Right now, I'm trying to build self-responsibility, self-stability, pay my bills. That's why I'm working a job, even though I don't want to. My RIP Gen Z. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna teach you how to pave your own path. That's what these videos are about. This is live action, pacing, paid. What am I? Paving my own path. And so, like, y'all first gotta be able to accept the situation you're in. Like, yeah, it's gonna kind of suck right now. It might suck a little bit, but like, that's all right. And once you can accept it, then this is very crucial as well. This is something I'm actively learning and I've been using in other areas of my life, aka anti-gooning, y'all. Yo, Y'all gotta get off that shit. Um, but actually, identity. This is a key factor. It is, I know the self-help scene. I wouldn't consider what I'm telling you guys self-help. It's more just like I'm just telling you about my life and you take what works for you type shit. I'm not trying to enforce or sell anything. But self-help is low-key a scam because it's all about building habits and doing this shit. And like taking cold showers and all this and putting expectations on you and making you feel like you're not doing enough. And habits, like it's true that a habit will guide you, but like at the core of a habit is your identity. And let me put this in perspective. So, like, let's say, okay, this is a perfect example. I identify as a healthy person, and this is something that has actually just been subconscious. I like grew up, I love fitness, nutrition, exercise. I've always wanted to look like Goku growing up. It's a work in progress, that man is yoked, but hey, that's I identify as healthy, like just genuinely. And whenever shit comes up, like low key, my boss today asked me if I want a slice of cheesecake. It was a very simple choice. I was like, yeah, no, I don't really want it. And I didn't have to fight at all because my identity is like I'm a healthy person. And I'm not trying to shame you if you like enjoy a slice of cheesecake every once in a while. That's like not harmful at all. But what I'm saying is like I literally didn't even want it because I thought of the repercussions of eating a cheesecake. I'm like, okay, it's gonna make me feel tired. I'm a healthy boy. Like I like to feel energized and shit. And it's gonna just like make me feel bloated in my stomach and shit. Like I don't think about the calories. I don't think about how it makes my body look in terms of like a negative way or the fat in it or like I don't care about that crap. I literally just think like that shit's gonna make my brain go crazy, like hyperactive, and I'll get tired and shit, and I don't want to feel that way. Oh shit. And then so like literally, oh wait, hold on, I'm getting a call. Freaking spam number, bro. I've been getting spam calls all day. But anyways, so literally, I did not hesitate with my action because that's my identity. And sure, every once in a while you'll want a piece of cake or whatever, and that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is this: for you guys who zone out and you have a reality you need to build and create, you'll identify with somebody who creates and builds their reality, who achieves their dreams, who lives their dreams. Become that person. You gotta become that person before you actually get it. Because if you think about it, like, how do these people get the life that they want to live? They don't live like the average Joe. They're not living like a normal person. They're living extraordinary lives and they're doing extraordinary things because they identify as extraordinary people. And you gotta think, like, you gotta think, if you're 20 years old and the last, 15 years or whatever, 10 plus years, you've had the habit of like, like gooning or whatever, or just like something like that just doesn't serve you. You have this habit and you identify with, you just accept that about yourself, then like you're not gonna build a new life off of old habits. Like you gotta like change if you want to change. If you want to stay, where you're at, like I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm saying this is for those who want to change, who want to, achieve their dreams. And so like if you're in a hard situation, you're not building the life you want to live and you're zoning out because you're just constantly like trying to go somewhere besides where you're at and you're not taking action, like you gotta think you're just gonna suffer, man. Like sure, you can watch TikTok, in between your work breaks, you can scroll YouTube shorts, doom scroll, you could go home and binge Netflix and just talk about surface level stuff to all your friends and be like, yeah, like I love the new One Piece live action. Like low key, that's actually good, but like y'all should watch it. But like if that's what your life is boiling down to and you're feeling like something's missing, I like low key put down the device and listen to yourself, bro. Do what you can. You know, like I'm literally driving home from work. Like no shame comparing type shit, but like I personally don't find the energy when I get home to like also like edit heavy edited videos, meal prep, all this shit. Like this is just what I can do. Like y'all, what can you do? Like I think you're more capable than you realize, but and low-key, I think I could be more capable. Like I bet I could pump out some badass super edited videos, but that's just not where my belief is right now. But I do believe I can do this like 110%. So like y'all are very capable. It's up to you to build the belief in yourself first. Because if you're not believing that you can do something, you won't take action. And ultimately, it does depend on your damn actions. So, you damn nerd, you better get acting up because like your dreams aren't gonna they're gonna stay in your zoned out area. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to keep zoning out and live in that reality, that's fine. Damn, that person got cut off. But yeah, I mean, like, go for it. If you really want to just keep zoning out, you want to scroll TikTok, you want to like goon, you want to just feel like nothing and go about your day and wake up at a job you don't really enjoy and just like you're like, oh, it's just 8 hours of my life, like I'll just go through it, I don't really care. Or if you find fulfillment in your work, like Godspeed, like good on you actually. But that's just not a place for probably you if you've got this far, and definitely not me. And so like really that's it. So have a good rest of your day. Bye.